I think that they're freaking out because here you have a president who's been able to create this crazy big tent, and all of these individuals are united underneath it. I mean, for crying out loud, the guy got lifelong Clinton voters, Clinton supporters to go and vote for him last November. So, of course, the media has no idea. They've lost control is what's happened. Grant, what you're watching is a crisis. You're watching these people in crisis mode. They are freaking out because they no longer have the same influence that they once did.
Yeah, and the sad part is they're pushing their message to so many of the masses using terms like demented. Is he mentally ill in a White House press briefing?
Oh, forevermore.
Exactly.
They've been, no, you know what? They've been harsher on the president than they have on that crazy fat kid down in North Korea. They've been harder on President Trump, to borrow John McCain's words, than they have been on Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un threatened to nuke Hawaii, for crying out loud. So Trump talking trash about North Korea on Twitter and saying that his button is bigger. My gosh, these people, they don't even understand trash talking. I, for one, now I'm open to being persuaded as to whether or not people thought it was a bit too far. Grant, I mean, you've seen my Twitter timeline. I really don't think that it was. I mean, between you and me and nobody else, I probably would have been a little bit harsher, but that's just between us. I don't think that there was anything wrong with it. You know how you push back against a brute? With brutality. You know how you stop bullies? You stop bullies with force. Now, I'm not saying that's what Trump is doing here, but this is peace through strength. This is a guy who's just simply, he's just trash talking on Twitter. And might I note, Grant, that literally later on that day, it was announced that North Korea reestablished that hotline with South Korea, and now they're having discussions. And it was announced this morning that the United States and South Korea, they are postponing military training exercises for the Olympics. So it looks like everything's pretty happy and, you know, pretty go-lucky, completely the opposite of what the media was trying to sell us. Of course, though, Grant, remember, millions were going to die because net neutrality passed. Millions more were going to die because of tax reform. Everything that this president does, millions are going to die. Hasn't happened yet.